What should we draw? This is I don't know how I feel about this format, but we're gonna try it. I've done a lot of digital art lately, and I actually wanted to live stream doing art, but that was taking a heck of a lot of work, and not a big fan of it. So that did not happen. um, but I thought maybe I could just post these to YouTube instead and do it in kind of a similar format of like just kind of talking while drawing. Uh, Maybe in the future, if you guys like this idea, I could try to actually figure out live streaming, but that was a pain in the batukus. And that's actually the story I'm going to be telling today is the story of me trying to live stream. Well, I try to draw a PFP for my Instagram page because I've been using the same one of art I drew a while ago, and it feels kind of cheap to just like take art I've already drawn and throw it onto just all of my PFPs and just crop them in the weirdest ways ever to make it work. So, we're going to be trying this then. Uh but anyway, back to me trying to stream. When I try So I've been watching a lot of Dream SMP and a lot of Twitch and stuff, which for me is kind of weird because I didn't really know Twitch existed for a while. Like I knew it was a thing. Oh, that color's awful. But I just didn't have interest in it per se. Um, and recently I started seeing all the memes about the SMP, and I had no clue who any of those people were. And I was like, what could go wrong? So my friend was talking about it, and I started kind of watching the SMP, just trying to, catch up on it and all that. Ended up loving it, and now I am catching up on the entire thing, and I'm following all of the streamers and all of that fun stuff that totally makes you feel kind of creepy, but also like it's all public. Um, and I was like, you know what? I could legit try streaming, like, just as a little bit of a side thing. I've been wanting to do something online again, and I haven't gotten around to it. And, you know, that might relieve the stress of all the editing, because that's part of the issue I had so much was I would edit these things that no one would see, and I would put hours and hours of work into this that no one would see, and I wouldn't feel like I was getting anything out of it. And yeah. So I was like, that'd be kind of fun to just try streaming for a little bit. I'm sure, I know it's not easy, but it can't be that hard. Narrator, it was that hard. It was a pain in the butt. So I don't own an actual computer. I don't own it myself, but we have many laptops in this family. And one of the laptops was the Chromebook. It's like my main desktop. So I was looking at Chromebook, and so if you don't know what a Chromebook is, it's basically the cheap laptop. Like I love my Chromebook, but it doesn't do most of the things a normal, computer would do. It can't download a lot of things because it doesn't run Windows, and Chrome OS kind of sucks because no one cares for it. So it's a really nice computer when doing like stuff online, but if you try to do anything else, it doesn't work. I didn't do it. I didn't want to do that. But if you try to do anything else, it doesn't work very well. And I was like, oh well, I'll just see if Twitch will let me stream from the website since I can't download Twitch on there without using it as like a web app. No, that doesn't exist. You have to download the app, and then it could pick up it was a Chromebook, so it wasn't going to let me do like their weird new mobile streaming, which that's later part of the story. So I give up on the Chromebook pretty quickly, and we have a Windows laptop. It's just like crappy as can be because my brother tried to download a lot of video games to this little laptop that is barely able to handle photos some days. So I get on this laptop that is running at the speed of a snail, And snail might be generous terminology here because I think I've seen snails move faster. Um, and this snail laptop over there is just not running. So I go in and I spend like hours cleaning this thing up because it's just a really sad little laptop. It's running really slow. It doesn't want to live. So I spend all this time clearing up this laptop and it's like 10:30 and I actually have a really good sleep schedule compared to most teenagers. So I'm like, you know what? We're going to go to bed. We'll deal with this in the morning. It start off fresh, maybe try streaming even. No. The next day, I turn on this laptop and it is no longer functioning at all. In the middle of the night, it had developed an error message about how it was broken. And I'm like, frick. So that laptop now needs like a part replaced, but I'm not gonna deal with that. I'm gonna leave that for a family member to find because I am a delightful human being. And when I got so I was like, well, I kinda gotta try something else. Like I've put too much time into this to not even try. And I check out the mobile version of streaming, which is just using a screen capture to stream. And the delay on it, at that point, you may as well have just done a pre recorded YouTube video. Like, the stream delay on mobile streaming is awful. I could be reading YouTube comments by the time I get that stream done. So, I'm like, okay, well, that sucks. Because that was kind of the last thing we had going there. Ugh, that's not no. I don't know how I feel about this art here, guys. This might not be it. There there's not much going here either. But I still try it out, and I messed with it for a few more days trying to get things to work, and it just was not going to work. So after breaking a computer, spending hours of my life on this thing that no longer matters, and just trying all of these things, I was like, okay, well, maybe we should try YouTube again. We can go back to editing. We're in a better mental place now because I had some bad issues that were not getting solved, especially when I first tried the first YouTube video. And when that's all happening, I start writing a script. I'm like, okay, well, let's film another cleaning my room video because that desperately needs done because I refuse to clean my room without being bribed like a child, which I guess I am. But I went and, I record this entire video of me cleaning my room, and it is hours of footage because my room was that bad. I probably shouldn't be admitting that to the internet, but I'm going to. I delete the whole thing. Not by accident. I just legit hated that video. Like, the pacing was awful, and I had spent a few hours editing it too, and I had spent hours recording it, but it was just so crappy. And I've never deleted a YouTube video. I've posted some pretty just awful stuff that's boring as can be. But the whole video, I was just really uncomfortable. And I don't know why. But I just looked like I did not want to be in my own room. Which, I mean, I kind of didn't. But I deleted the entire thing. And I'm like, okay. So, we've now deleted the YouTube video we filmed. Scratched the idea for streaming. What are we gonna do? Like, what am I gonna do about this now? Because I really want to go back to something. Thought, well, maybe TikTok, and I was like, that also sounds like a heck of a lot of editing. Instagram's work pretty well. Maybe I could just try to engage more on there. Nope. So yeah, this is where we're at now. Back to YouTube, trying to figure out that mess because when you get bored, you film a YouTube video. But since streaming didn't work out, and I guess I'm trying to get back into this whole YouTube thing. Ugh, never thought I'd say that one. What would you guys want to see? Like, I like this idea of maybe just doing screen recording content of me drawing and talking, because it'd be pretty low key, and it wouldn't require much editing. And as I've mentioned before, editing makes me want to hurt things and people. Um, I have a few projects that are in the works that I think will be cool if they ever happen, but the chances of them happening kind of they require a lot of people, and that's really hard to get together sometimes. So I don't know if they'll be happening, but if they do, I'll probably post them if those people will let me. Because these are like scripted projects, which I just posted one of those. And that was an old one. Like, that's at least a year old at this point. And, oh gosh, that's not what I meant to do. But yeah, that project was old, but it was really fun to film. And even though editing sucked, and I am just an awful actress, uh, filming was kind of cool. And it was nice being with people and all that, especially because that was filmed during COVID, and most of my friends weren't they couldn't see anyone, but we had all been cleared for a little bit and thought it would be nice to see each other, so we did, and we took precautions and everything. So don't come after me in the comments. Although there won't be comments. I have 14 subscribers. There's not gonna be comments. Uh, Do I actually have 14 subscribers? I can't remember anymore now. Gosh, it's been so long since I looked at analytics. Um, I don't know if I like where this logo is going, man. I might need suggestions to comment. I do have 14 subscribers. Wow, I remember that off the top of my head. Oh, I think I'm getting called. One second. We're gonna pause this. I'm back. I had to take a phone call. One of the nice things about not live streaming is that I can still receive phone calls from my beloved mother, who calls me a lot. Like, do they not know texting exists? Texting is glorious. I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to interact with humans. That's a lot of work. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Humans are a lot of work, and I don't really like them most of the time, and they can be annoying. But both of my parents, if they can, they call instead of texting. Like, is that just a generational gap thing or something? Because it's kind of annoying. I don't want to talk to people. I don't like people that much. Oh gosh, this is looking just all types of snazzy. I don't know how I feel about this. Also, why is this? What is the settings on for this pin? But yeah, so I guess I'm trying this whole YouTube thing again. And this video, I can already feel I'm not gonna like it. Just because trying something new like this. Oh, that's not how lighting works. No wonder I hate how this looks. I'm trying to light it backwards. Dear Lord, I'm having an interesting day. The whole week has been quite chaotic. Uh, but I don't know. What should I draw? If there are comments, I want to see them about what I should draw. Cause I don't know. I don't have very many ideas anymore. Um, that's also part of the reason I wanted to get back into. I wanted to try streaming art or something. I don't draw very frequently, just because I don't know what to. Um, and it takes a lot of mental prep to draw sometimes. I know that sounds ridiculous to most people, but I just lack the will to do anything in life sometimes. And when I do that, it takes a lot of work to get me to move. So if I have the responsibility of thinking, hey, I have to post, then I'll do it more. And I really like drawing. It's not like I have to make myself, but I can't convince myself I like drawing until there's a reason to do it. And as you can see, I'm not great at it. Right now the logo I'm going for is kind of like a cheesy, more camera. So my art account is named Picture Art on Instagram. Little self promotion there. But I was trying to think about like a cute way to like put a camera in it or something. I don't like this camera. It's not looking good. But I can't give up yet. If I don't know if this is gonna ever see the light of day. Ooh, oh no, oh no, that color, dudes. I have such a hard time with color sometimes. Most of my art, the color is just kind of a mess, and I've started to take pride in the fact that the color is a mess and just call it artistic style. But I think people are starting to figure out that I really just have no clue what I'm doing. Yeah, this is looking just all types of schnazzy. I've also, because as I mentioned before, I've been watching like Rambo and stuff on Twitch. He posts a lot of cooking videos. I think it might be fun to try one of those, because his are just always so fantastic and chaotic, and chaos is my favorite thing. Yeah, chaos is my favorite thing. I was trying to think about something like I have a golden cape I really like, but I think chaos is better. Uh, and I think it'd be cool to like do a little bit of face cam stuff every now and then, and I'll edit every now and then. This is going to be slightly edited. It's just not going to be as miserable as some of it. Um, but I don't know. Would you guys be interested in that? I know the whole vibe is kind of weird right now. It just always is. Um, I'm selecting the wrong thing, but I don't know. What would you guys want to see? Engage in the comments, talk to me. I read all of them because I'm at that point in life where I don't have enough comments to not read all of them. And I pay decently good attention to all my YouTube analytics and all that. So if you comment, there's a really good chance I'll read it. And I need that. So if you have any ideas, just, tell me them. Also, yes, I do use the free version of Ibis Paint like a real Ches. Uh, Because what else do you do when you don't have a job? I think I actually might watch an ad just to get a hold. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. This is not looking the way I wanted it to. Ugh, that color's grody. Most of these colors are grody. I don't know how I'm feeling about this man. He's not good. Actually, I do know how I'm feeling about this. I just don't want to admit how I'm feeling about this. This is also not. I was trying to think if I had like a style I could explain to people and be like, this is because what I'm drawing now, I don't draw this way a lot, but I also don't really know if I have a style. Um, my style is kind of just like do whatever the heck I want and call it a day. Uh, if you follow my Instagram, you'll see that I just do what I want, and that's also why my coloring is so weird because I just kind of choose whatever colors in the moment I think look decent, or not even decent sometimes. Sometimes I don't want it to look good. It, you know, I, I don't know. I need someone in the comments to explain how what they think of my style, what they would call the madness that is my accounts. Uh, but yeah, I think we might leave this here in a minute, just because I don't know where it's going anymore, and also I've forgotten basic shapes physics. If you can't tell by the fact that this is a never-ending shape, that's not gonna look good in a minute here. Does anyone else draw? I'm also quite curious about that. Like, even if you don't post it, I know a lot of people do a lot of art. And if you do post it, like, what do you do to stay active and like continue to use those artistic muscles? And if you don't post it, like, why not? You know, because I know a lot of people find it annoying that art accounts exist because every teenager has an art account. It feels like speaking as a teenager with an art account. But I don't know. There's I haven't gotten anything mean said yet, and I'm sure that's gonna end decently soon. But I feel like it's cool, just like the few things I can share with the world. Maybe I can, because I'll see other people draw, and it makes me interested, and I'll try to do something of my own. And I think it'd be nice to be able to help other artists, even just to have an idea every once in a while. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to, because my ideas always kind of suck. But I don't, I just want to do something that has just some small outcome that's slightly positive. I don't do much in life. But I think this might be kind of where we leave this. I don't know how I feel about it. It's not my favorite. It was a very simple little piece. Uh, but yeah, what do you guys think of it? Maybe if enough people tell me I'm fantastic and they love me, I'll post it as my PFP. So, you know, I did redesign my channel art though. What do you guys think of that? I don't know if this channel is gonna stay Posy Pie or if it's gonna turn into picture art, but which name do you guys like better? At least the PFP on here won't have to change because both of them start with P. I don't know. This is gonna be weird. I don't quite know what's happening anymore. But yeah, tell me what you guys all think of this. And even if you don't, I'll probably still continue it. I'm just kind of one of those people. But signing off, I guess. This is so weird. Bye.